We've been keeping an eye on the Bench Lake fire burning south of Stanley, right along Redfish Lake, since it started on July 11th. It's now burned more than 2,000 acres. The area around the fire has since been evacuated. The Redfish Lake complex has been closed, and that includes the Redfish Lake Lodge, the campground, and then all of its amenities. We've also been keeping tabs on a GoFundMe, which was set up a couple of days ago to make up for the lost income for the owners of that lodge. Nearly $45,000 raised so far. And the ladies who started that online fundraiser, well, they call it our home away from home. Aspen Shumpert spoke to those ladies, and they, as I should say, had they referred to that as their home away from home.
Redfish Lake is the summer spot in Stanley, Idaho. The 95-year-old lodge is a home away from home for many.
Redfish Lake is an icon to everybody in this valley.
On Thursday, July 11th, a wildfire started near the lake, forcing the lodge and all its surrounding amenities to close until further notice.
I was actually camping at Redfish and got evacuated on Friday morning. You know, we were just like, gosh, what can we do? We were all really upset.
Angie and her husband take their camper to the lake every year. They've gotten to know the lodge staff very well. Those in the area were told to evacuate. More than 100 lodge summer employees, along with a number of visitors, left belongings and boats behind.
I can't imagine the economic impact to the community. It's already impacting Stanley quite a bit. A lot of the businesses are putting the word out there that, hey, Stanley's open. You know, we need you to come here and be tourists.
Angie and Trini spent summers on the lake for over 2 decades. They say they're Redfish Lake lovers. Them and a few others are rallying to help their cherished spot stay alive.
I have literally raised my kids there. My kids hung out at the dock. I mean, I hate to say it, but the dock boys were kind of their babysitter, and girls. They've done so much for everybody else. They're extremely giving people. And I literally feel like it's the least we can do.
The ladies' GoFundMe has raised over $42,000 in just 2 days. Although the lodge will need to refund reservations like concerts, the GoFundMe money will continue to pay their staff while the campus is closed.
He said 1 week, you know, he could kind of handle, but 2 weeks, it's getting to the point where he's going to have to make some tough decisions. Does he start laying people off?
The girls hope the lodge won't have to make that decision.
And this is just one less thing that we're hoping that we can take off their mind, at least for a couple weeks.
The ladies hope the fundraiser can reach not just people in other parts of Idaho, but also many visitors the lodge gets from people all over the country. Brian?
Do they know how long the complex, I mean, not the complex, but the lodge will have to remain closed until they can get things under control?
Yeah, that's a good question. In last night's meeting where the community heard from fire crews, they're saying it's their top priority to get it open. That could mean next week. That could mean longer. You just have to see what's going to happen.
And still, that fire might keep people away. Even if it is open, they don't want to show up and have to watch that or be under a threat of that, I can imagine. So,
right.
Yeah. All right. So that GoFundMe is going to go a long way, hopefully.
Yeah,
All right.
hopefully.
Thank you very much, Aspen.